Welcome to Deep Focus. It's your host, Mitch Goldman. It's January 17th, 2017. Mark Peterson is in the studio with me. This is part 2 of 3 parts of our podcast on the subject of bassist Eberhard Weber. Mark and I are having too much fun in the studio. That might be literally true. I'll leave that for you to decide. If you haven't heard part 1, go check out part 1. Otherwise, enjoy.
Thank you very much.
Mark, you think we can get them to come back?
I think so.
I think they're
Maybe
done,
for
man.
One more. No, we got to have them come back, man.
They're never going to come back.
We got to get them to play Silent Feet, man.
There's no way. There's no way.
More.
They're done. I'm sure they're done.
More.
Nice to have. How's it feel when you got a crowd calling for your backstage? What do musicians do? What do you guys do when you're backstage and the crowd's?
Oh, usually you're dehydrated, so you're looking for something to drink right away, like some water, usually, of course. You know?
Yes, of course, of course,
of course, like we are here.
Of course.
Yeah, you love to hear that. It's that adrenaline and then affirmation. You're like, okay, they got it.
They really, this crowd, the whole show has been with them.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah.
If you're just joining us, this is a live recording, obviously, of Eberhard Weber's Colors. And Eberhard Weber, they're coming back out.
No,
you were right. I was wrong.
See?
Eberhard Weber, the subject of tonight's Deep Focus with our guest, Mark Peterson.
Hello. Yes.
And this is a very special show. Great moment, September.
Mitch, you found a wonderful recording. I feel like we're right back at that point.
Yes, 1979 on WKCR. Uh-oh. What happened?
There we go.
No. Oh, wait a minute. Can't be.
A very international tune.
That's back to the beginning.
Nein.
Das ist nicht gut.
That's good. Was ist los?
Well then. There we are. Okay, so you got the whole picture. You know, we're like kind of at the midpoint of the show, actually.
Okay. Yeah.
And we've completely run out of music and stuff to talk about. What do we do? Time for sports talk.
Sports
on WKCR.
Right. Sports fans here.
No.
How about those Giants? No, let's don't go there. Let's not go there.
We're teasing you. Yeah. Although I will take this moment to say, tomorrow, the anniversary of the arrival on this planet of Max Roach.
Amen.
Nothing but Max, starting at midnight tonight for a full 24.
What?
Yeah!
Come on.
So this is but mere...
Happy birthday, Mr. Roach.
Now, if you are just tuning in now, you missed a lot of good stuff, but...
Absolutely.
A lot more coming your way. We got all kinds of cool things.
Absolutely.
I'm going to make a hard left turn right now and put you on the spot, Mark Peterson, because there is a fantastic piece that you did on one of your albums.
Oh, thank you.
And a solo bass performance that strikes me as a kind of a meditation.
Absolutely. And an homage, if you will, to Eberhard, a big influence to me, and also to Stanley Clarke, whom remains a big influence to me and a dear friend. And as we were saying in the breaks there, Stanley does a lot of film work. He does a lot of orchestral arranging and composing. I mean, I can't say enough about Stanley in the sense of and how he's helped me. So our relationship has gone a different direction, and since the last 10 years, I've been doing a lot of film work, a lot of orchestration work, and so this year, I think it's the first year Stanley and I will actually work on something together.
Wow!
And I'm excited about that.
Anything in particular that people might have seen that?
Well, funny. Another dear friend of, as we mentioned earlier, Vernon Reed. Vernon pulled me under his coattails years ago, as far as working on films. And the first film we did together was Mr. 3000, Bernie Mac movie.
Yeah,
great movie. Baseball player thinks he hits that number, and the guy can retire, but he never hit the number. Got that number. You still need one more. What? So he comes out of retirement. It's a great movie. So that was the first one, and that started it. And then, coming forward, the film that I was really thrilled to work with him on was Free Angela, the Angela Davis documentary that Will Smith and Jada Pinkett they funded and put in major theaters around the nation. So it's great to be able to work with people like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And but this piece that I'm referring to,
yes,
the
miniature.
Yes.
It's a miniature for acoustic bass.
And what else? Anything else you want to say about it? I'd like to play it for the folks.
Oh, let's just play it. Let's just play it. But it was kind of my introspective, but with Eberhard and Stanley in mind.
Music from Mark Peterson, WKCR. Beautiful solo performance from Mark Peterson.
Thank you very much.
And I'm here. I absolutely, maybe it's just because I'm sitting here with you and you said it, but I absolutely hear Eberhard Weber in there and Stanley Clarke in there.
Thank you.
And
I'm really happy to hear you say that.
Yeah. And
I'm done. Good night, everyone.
I don't know how you do better than that, honestly. It's that was fantastic. That's really
Thank you. Thank
and
you.
you were obviously in a deep place with it because choosing to put that on an album and everything, and
they're really, really nice guys, man. They've influenced me and continue to influence me. You know?
Maybe you could talk a little bit about your personal experience with Eberhard Weber.
Well, he's I
How
the funny thing is, we actually speak in French.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
he does. He speaks English.
But I don't know. I guess because I'm such a francophile. I'm always trying to speak French whenever I'm out of the country, and I'm like, I want to learn it more.
Pourquoi pas?
Oui. Non. Oui, les toilettes. Where's the bathroom? What? That's all you need to know, right?
That's it. That's as far as you get as an American speaking French in France.
I know, right? It's sad but true. Eberhard is he's a very personable man, and not much as far as conversation, but more emotion, more like you're doing right now, the nodding and the smiling and handing me your wallet. No, sorry. Did I say that? I'm sorry. but very encouraging from the sidelines, you know, like he saw us playing and he was looking at me like, yeah, do that. And, you know, it makes you dig in harder. It makes you just like, I want to give more to this moment, you know. Another, influence-wise, growing up in St. Louis, a great bass town. There's so many wonderful bass players that come, so many musicians that come out of St. Louis that live here now and around the world. But
who a couple of bass players come to mind? Whether people might
John
or might
Mixon
not know.
was one of the best bass players I remember out of St. Louis. Oh my gosh, there's John Huston was a great ragtime player. He played fretless. A fretless P bass, precision bass.
Wow!
But his upright bass was amazing, and
playing ragtime.
Yeah, ragtime
on fretless precision.
Yeah. Oh, but he could sing, man.
Wow!
Amazing. And he had the handlebar mustache, and
of course,
of course,
you
right?
didn't have to say that,
right?
Yeah.
But he was great, and literally he took me under his wing, and I ended up buying one of his uprights. Now, the thing here is that John was the uncle to Dick and Tom Smothers. Smothers brothers.
Yeah.
So the bass I bought was one of Dick's old basses.
Wow.
And I played it for years, and it was so cool. And but and then there was, of course, the ragtime not trombonist, but tuba player, Red Lair. Red Lair was actually is. He's still alive, thank God. But he played bass on tuba, and I mean,
brass bass.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I mean, you could feel him down the street.
Yeah,
when he can make that thing pop. And as far as bass influences, but since not necessarily on the instrument, Johnny Johnson.
Oh,
Chuck Berry's pianist.
Sure.
I had again the privilege of playing in his trio.
Wow.
When I was really young.
Wow.
And I always tell people the story. The first gig with Johnny was that he would take a clear glass of something. I don't know what the liquor was in there, but it was clear, and he would sit it up on top. And he would be like, boom, and he would sit it just like that. And goes, when that's done, we're done. And here comes the count. And he goes, and he's in it, and there's the tune. And he would look at me and goes, "You'll hear it."
Wow.
So and I thought that was so amazing. Here I am learning, and I mean, what great ear training and just bravado. Bravado. It's like, okay, I trust you enough that you will learn the song.
Wow.
And here we go.
No one is coming along. People might have some chops.
Yeah.
Maybe studious and all of that.
Yeah.
But there's nobody coming up as a kid playing with Johnny Johnson.
No. And I kid you not, he taught me a lifetime of music.
Yeah.
A lifetime.
Listeners, if you haven't done it lately, or if you haven't done it at all, listen to those Chuck Berry records.
Oh my gosh.
Try to tune out everything but the piano player, and he's really the guy driving the band.
He drives the band.
He's incredible.
Those arrangements are him.
Yeah. My goodness. They're just perfect.
Absolutely, right?
Yeah.
Well, we should do a show on that sometime.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that'd be
in the future. We'll
delight.
do a show. That'd be great. And I'll bring a glass of something, a clear liquor. Maybe just be water. Maybe.
Could be.
Maybe not.
Wow. Oh, man.
Isn't that something?
I know all this time you're holding out on me with these great stories.
I'm holding out, hey.
You're listening to WKCR. I'm Mitch Goldman. Mark Peterson is our guest on part one of what's going to be a multi-part series, I have a feeling. Tonight's installment, we are putting a deep focus on, among other things, Eberhard Weber.
Eberhard Weber.
Great bass player and band leader and composer and original stylist and creator. And we just caught a fantastic live nightclub set from a tour from 1979 in Cambridge, Mass. at Jonathan Swift's with his group Eberhard Weber and Colors. And now we are shifting gears a little bit, and we've got some gems in the KCR archives.
Some gems.
Mark Peterson, where to?
I think we should go. Let's go to the Indiar Jazz Workshop. Funkhaus Indiar.
Ja,
so good. Hamburg.
das ist gut.
Just.
Hamburg.
There
The
we go.
year is 1982. February 16th of 1982. It was the Later That Evening tour. And we've got a really interesting lineup here. Eberhard Weber, once again, is the band leader and bassist. And a very interesting assortment of sidemen, a little bit different from his group colors. Bill Frisell is the guitar player.
Yeah.
And well, I'm not gonna editorialize at all on any of these guys. We're gonna hand it over.
You know, there's one thing
yeah.
before you started. We were talking about how there may be listeners out here who are unfamiliar with Eberhard, but when you think about, we were looking at the list of all the musicians. He's played with Gary Burton, Pat Metheny, Ralph Towner, Jan Garbarek. You know,
there's a clear through line.
Yeah.
With all those guys conceptually too, and I would put Frisell on that line as well.
Kate Bush, another one.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, and
like
it's a perfect fit
he's
too.
Been busy.
Diverse as those are, there's something that they share.
There's a line there. It's unbelievable.
So it's Frisell on guitar, Lyle Mays on piano, and he, I guess, 82. I want to say he was thick in it when. In Pat Metheny's group at that time, right?
And also with, oh my gosh, come on, I'm spacing on. Oh,
it'll come to you.
It'll come to me by next set.
Absolutely. Paul McCandless on the reeds, soprano, saxophone, oboe, English horn, clarinet. Very much an active ECM person at that time too. Michael DePasqua on the drums. Mario Castronari playing percussion. And yeah, these are like I said, I'm gonna just turn it over here. Yeah. We're in Hamburg, West Germany. It doesn't say, but I believe that's how we would call it. On February 16th, 1982. So this is a live in the radio studio performance at NDR.
I just remembered Joni Mitchell.
Oh,
that's
Lyle
Mays. 80, 81, 82.
Yeah.
Jaco Pastorius. Pat Metheny.
A little earlier, I think.
So earlier in the 80s?
But yeah. And yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
Yeah, Metheny's on that, and
Danny
Michael
Gottlieb,
Brecker.
Oh, my God. Yeah, what a band. What a band.
Yeah. That would be another
there we go.
Fantastic.
Oh, my gosh. We're going to need a couple of nights for that one.
Yes.
There we go.
And more of the...
Don Elias was there. Oh,
yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Well, but here we are. Eberhard Weber leading the band. It's Deep Focus. Let's all hit the microphone on WKCR. That's an audience.
Dankeschön. Das war ein Stück, für das ich noch leider...
Okay, now here's the thing. You're listening to a German artist perform in Germany.
Yes.
I'm not going to play that part.
Okay. We can talk.
Yeah. But now, if you just jumped in, you're scratching your head going, what is that? I've never heard that record. Because you're from New York, you say record like I do.
Record.
Yeah. What is that record? That ain't no record. That is a live recording from the WKCR archives of the magnificent Eberhard Weber.
Oh, my gosh.
It was a recording from 1982 in Hamburg at the Funkhaus. I think that means Radio House.
Yes,
Funkhaus. NDR. Studio 10, Hamburg, West Germany. That's what we say between up until 1989. Anyway, right?
Exactly.
And this is a perfect example of that thing we were talking about of the radio stations supporting the music and making this beautiful, really CD-worthy recording.
Absolutely. Pristine.
What a band Eberhard Weber has. My guest in the studio tonight for the program Deep Focus. The subject of Deep Focus is Eberhard Weber. the object is Eberhard Weber. The subject is Mark Peterson.
Well, yeah, I guess
We got
so.
a little cultural exchange
Yeah,
going here. We got a little
this, little that, little something. We have this over here, put it over there. But look at that band, that lineup. Bill Frisell, come on.
Yeah. Oh, that solo.
Oh,
man, we were talking about this.
The first note, we were both saying, "What is this? What?" His first note.
I think he was saying that too.
Probably, right?
Yeah.
Lyle Mays.
And you were saying part of the media association I think a lot of people have with him at that time was Pat Metheny's group, but also the two of them with Joni Mitchell.
Absolutely.
All kinds of great stuff. And
there's some, Lyle, Lyle has taken it to a whole nother level. I mean, of course, from Pat Metheny, he's into, I see him now at different shows for software development now, as far as sound development. Lyle's brilliant, and you hear it in his playing. I mean, it's very introspective, but it provides such a palette for the artist to like solo over. I mean, Frisell's solo, I would hear that solo over and over. I'd be happy to,
Yeah.
I love musicians who are able to do that. And one of them is actually listening now, if I may. Ron Thompson. Hello out there, Ron Thompson. We appreciate you calling and hanging out and listening to us tonight. But he's that type of player, he provides a palette and lets everything just ride. Like, hey, it's comforting to have a musician like that in your band,
Yeah.
Ron and I go back a long way. So, Ron, thanks for being with us tonight. Chrissy Poland, beautiful vocalist. She's out there. We love you, Chrissy.
Hello, Chrissy.
Hello, Chrissy. Diane Peterson. I think she's listening tonight. Hello, Diane.
Hey.
And Naya. Do your homework.
Yeah, come on, bedtime's coming.
I think so, right? I'll come home. She'll be there. Thank you guys for listening.
Who else is on the set?
Oh, we have Paul McCandless.
Yes.
You can't say enough about Paul McCandless. Come on. Michael De Pasqua.
Paul McCandless had that, was that?
The Sopranos.
Yeah.
Yeah, soprano sax, yeah. You got Mario Castronari, percussion. I mean, it's a small group of musicians, but didn't that sound huge?
Yes.
It was amazing. Bigly.
As some might say.
Yes, that's the new word. Yeah, it was great. So, shall we continue? I know.
Yes.
I'm just so excited. Mitch, thanks for having me, man. This is wonderful. Wonderful.
Thank you. Your insight and your gusto. It's the same thing you do on stage, and you are so on the one hand you're so chill with it, but it radiates out of you.
I love it. I really do love it, and it's I'm thankful to do it. I just again we were listening to the arrangements. Mitch and I, what we say during the sets. I mean, when you guys are listening to music, we're talking about it behind, and we're just like having a ball here. But this
maybe we need to do another show.
With the background?
The making of.
The making of, right.
Focus.
That's right. That sounds good. Focus.
You either listen to the radio show or the banter.
That'd be great. Yeah, the banter. The diatribe, if you will. Yes.
And now, if people want to find out what you're up to, markpetersonmusic.com.
Markpetersonmusic.com. I'm one of my focuses is writing music for film. Documentary, and I've been very fortunate to work, like I said earlier, with Vernon Reed and so many other wonderful people. And this year, Stanley and I will hopefully get that first collaboration in film out. I was very happy about our first conversation about that.
If you're just joining us, Stanley Clark.
Yes.
I love that story. I might make you tell that story again because it was so great about how you guys met.
Oh, it blows my mind to this day. It really does.
And you do. You always got some live gigs you're doing too.
Oh yeah,
which you're very low-key about.
the trio's playing all the time. We play a wonderful place in West Orange called the Highland Pavilion. Friday nights, if you're out and about, come out, join us. We have a ball. Again, that's Ron Thompson on piano most of the time. Frank Ponzio sometimes plays on piano. Matt King is in there with me sometimes. We have Sam Allen on drums most consistently, and we have a ball there. And it's been great. It's been our 4th or 5th year there.
Wow.
And
Is it every Friday?
Well, it's when we're in town.
Right,
We
sure.
do travel a lot, and but especially this year, we're traveling a lot. But you check the calendar, HighlandPavilion.com, and
How do you spell that?
Highland, the HIGHLAWN Pavilion.com. Yeah. And we're there, and we're playing around town. We're at Shanghai Jazz a lot, and I had a wonderful this past weekend. The APAP APAP convention was here. It was tremendous artists. I had the pleasure of playing with brilliant young pianist named Matthew Whitaker. Have you heard Matthew yet?
Yes.
Oh my God, he's 15 years old. He plays like he's 103. There's so much music in this young man, and I'm thrilled to play with him whenever I can. And we played this weekend, and oh my God, you watch out. Matthew Whitaker. Matt, if you're out there listening, love you, man, and it was so good to play with you this weekend. Hey, Malia's listening. Malia, it's time for you to go to bed. That's Ron's daughter.
Checking. You guys don't know. We can see you.
Yeah, see? You think this radio? Now she's going to be scared. I'm sorry, Malia. I really can't. But I know it's time for you to go to bed. So what are we going to do? We're going to continue?
February 1982.
We're there.
We're in Hamburg.
Hamburg.
You've been there many times.
Yes.
Up north, on the water.
Yes.
Great music town.
Love it.
Great nightlife.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
One of the fine spots, I'm sure. So, yes, our subject is Eberhard Weber.
Eberhard Weber.
Fantastic. Yes. What would you call it? Upright electric?
Our electric upright electric. Again, ahead of his time.
Anything? Do you have anything you want to say about the equipment that he's using? Is that
Eberhard, he does things that no one else does with his equipment, with that sound. I saw that bass up close, and I couldn't make it sound like that. I really couldn't. And it's in his hands. It's in his heart, So, I mean, you could put one string on, like a washboard or something, like one of the wash tubs that they call it. And he probably would make it sound just like that.
Yeah.
It's coming from his soul, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing to watch. Any musician that can manipulate an instrument and let their soul come out and speak out, through it. We need inspiration like that in life more than ever.
So true. All right.
Man.
1982 in Hamburg.
Here we go.
Eberhard Weber on WKCR. That is part 2 of 3 parts of this podcast. From January 17th, 2017, Mark Peterson, my guest, on the topic of Eberhard Weber. And I'm just having such a great time remembering how much I enjoyed doing this session with Mark, and that positivity and joy that you hear in his voice and his enthusiasm for this music. That's what a big part of what makes him such a great stage performer and studio performer as a bassist himself. And that and his remarkable musicianship. I want to thank you. If you are one of the people who is following us, liked us, 5 stars for Deep Focus, it's made such a difference. It's helping people find us because, there's a zillion podcasts out there. I don't think there's any like this. If there are, I really do not know about them. And when you guys spread the word by giving us any kind of attention, feels good. It's nice to hear that somebody's out there. But more importantly, it helps people find the show. And that means the world to me, especially, we're not taking any money for this. There's no advertising. There's no Patreon. There's no nothing. So just asking you to give a little something back with a little follow or whatever your system allows. That's my phone, not yours. All right. Hey, I'll see you over at part 3. It's January 17th, 2017. Mark Peterson on the topic of Eberhard Weber.